Gate 24, the gate of rationalizing, the gate of returning, the natural and spontaneous process of transformation and renewal. My mind is constantly processing. My mind circles and loops and returns over and over to what I seek to know. My questions repeat, my memories play over and again, my thoughts search for resolve. My mind is not in torment, I am merely in process, and I know within my loops, my seemingly continual returns, I have something new to discover. I have experiences in my life I prefer to look away from, truths I turn away from, questions I desire to ask, and yet I hold my words inside. Ignoring my thoughts leads to my thoughts returning tenfold. Truths still to be faced come back to me when I am ready to acknowledge what I previously left pending. In the past, insecurity kept me from looking too closely at any hidden truths, and now knowledge and depth call to me. I embrace my truth and encourage my transformation. I give myself permission to stand in my power. My moments of clarity are sudden and spontaneous. My patterns previously hidden are revealed. My neglected connections are always here, waiting for my recognition. My insight arrives when I am prepared, when I allow my subconscious mind to turn my puzzles over enough times to finally consciously see my whole picture. I discern, knowing some of my insights can be left silently within me. I allow some truths to stay hidden, to be called forth later. My power is in my knowing. At times, my looping thoughts seek to trap me, and I feel caught in my own continual searching. At such times, revelation becomes obsession. I seek my answer in desperation, and as I attempt to grasp more fervently, more compulsively, revelation slips further away. I am comforted in knowing this is my process and my ultimate resolve. Struggle and resilience shape my knowing, and I remember my wisdom comes as I let go of force. I remember my knowing comes from my effort combined with my surrender to my process. I withdraw, less from fear and more from necessity. Some of my answers require solitude, space to let my mind wander freely, to allow my subconscious to do my inner work. I can find my knowing in voices of other people, and I can find my knowing in my quiet reflection in my own being. I find my balance between external and internal, knowing when to share my thoughts and when to let my thoughts incubate in silence. In solitude, I see what is already waiting to be seen. I am powerful when I speak words once hidden, in bringing my thoughts from my private mind into my environment. My looping thoughts and silent returns find expression. And in my expression, I find transformation. I am projected upon. I am expected to share my solutions with everyone who asks me. My real wisdom is in sharing my perceptions of my burdens, and I know what I share is valuable. I enjoy my solitude, and I also recognize my answers can be found in unity as well as solitude. In being called upon to share my revelations, I find transformation. I empower and I serve. I learn my answers when my answers come. My answers may arrive in strange ways from surprising places. I am given fortuitous insights, hidden wisdom. If I reject too quickly new thoughts and concepts, I may miss my path and my transformation. Over time, my perspective shifts, and what I once deemed trivial and out of place, I now see as keys to my knowing. I require answers, and my answers come to me because I am willing to receive. Rather than seek to control my knowing, I embody wisdom. Do I fear my return? Do I resist my looping thoughts? No. I trust within my returning, looping process, I will emerge new. I transform again and again, each pulse of my knowing bringing me more awareness of my clarity. I am one who returns. My old stagnation becomes my new fluid movement. I renew, I refine, I am. I come from caring, where I tend to what requires sustenance, where I nurture life and ensure my tribe flourishes and thrives. Now I step into my space of mental awareness, where my thoughts cycle, where my search for truth loops back on itself, guiding me towards something greater. Ahead lies my pulse of creativity and my higher knowing, where my search for answers gives way to my pure inspiration. My question remains, will I recognize my transformational being when my thought becomes my knowing? The answer unfolds in my journey ahead. Thank you for traveling with me. And as always, go gently.